Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Fantastic Four issue 1. Glad to say that the Fantastic Four is back, so let's get started and talk about this issue. So Dan Slott is taking over the Fantastic Four, which is a really cool way after concluding his Silver Surfer, really great Silver Surfer series, going back into the cosmic side of Marvel with the biggest team of the cosmic side of Marvel, which is the Fantastic Four. Now, with this issue, we actually don't get to see a lot of the full Fantastic Four. So it's mostly just about Ben and Johnny, and it's very much feels in line with the Marvel 2-in-1 stuff. So if you've been reading the Marvel 2-in-1, I will say it's a little repetitive from that, but I like it being a bit more of an emotional direction with it. You definitely get to have the heartstrings being pulled with this issue, where the Thing, Ben doesn't think that his family is alive, and Johnny is still having hope, which again is stuff we saw in Marvel 2-in-1. And then Ben says, you know what, I have to move on with my life, I have to be happy, and he asks Alicia to marry him. And it's a really cute engagement. Hopefully this marriage actually ends up happening compared to the other marriages this year. But it's a really good moment, and what really got me in this issue was when Ben said, hey Johnny, you're like family to me, you are family to me, you're my brother, will you be my best man? And it's this really interesting turn where Johnny screams no, because he says, I know this is wrong, Reed should be your best man, and Reed's still out there. And that's where Dan Slott, for the second time this year, really hit me in the feels with this one. The first time was with Flash Thompson, and now the second time being this Johnny scene. It really hit me. And then he's, flying into space, and he sees the Fantastic Four sign, because it's Reed and Sue saying, hey, we're still around. So we technically don't get to see much of Sue and Reed in this issue, but the parts that we do is so good. It goes full circle, because the beginning of this issue is these Yancey Street kids pretending that the Fantastic Four is back, and plays a little joke, and things like, they're just kids, let them, know that they did something wrong, but don't have too many big consequences. And Johnny's like, no, treat them like adults, this is horrible. And Jen's like, I'm just gonna let them go and be their lawyer, and she's able to figure stuff out. So you have that moment, and then actually having the real Fantastic Four sign was just such a good ending for this issue, and I'm hooked. I think Dan Slott did such a good job with this issue. Again, minor nitpicks would only be that if you've read Marvel 2-in-1, there's a lot of stuff that you kind of already saw from there, and also I wanted a little bit more of Sue and Reed, but the way they did it I thought was really good. And also I would say the price tag is my small nitpick. It is $6. I don't know if we needed the Doctor Doom, hey, I'm back story. It wasn't as strong as obviously the main story, but as far as secondary stories go, I did think it was strong. I was interested for the story, and obviously Doctor Doom is such a huge part of the Fantastic Four. So one thing I also want to say, artwork, really good for this book. Love the art. I think it fits really well. Sara Pichelli really nails it here. And I'm glad that they picked her to be the artist. I will say there's moments where you can definitely see there's a different inker, and I looked at the beginning and there is 2 inkers for this, like the middle story about Alicia in leading into the engagement. You could tell there was a different inker there, and I think the other inker for the rest of the story was a bit stronger, but artwork really great for this book overall. I can't wait to see what this creative team brings for us as we get to see the family come together. So for me, I really enjoyed this issue. I gave it 4.5 stars. Definitely pick this one up if you're a Fantastic Four fan, and even if you're not, I really think it describes the Fantastic Four well enough. Even if you've never read a Fantastic Four book in your life, they really explain who these characters are. So even if you're a new reader, this is a perfect book to jump onto with the Fantastic Four. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links to my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.